What's going on YouTube and the TCC? It's your boy KJOH1984 again. A couple things real quick. Number one, I'm going to talk about the Charlie Weis thing. Just like Big Sean Power 10 said, I've been an active supporter of Charlie Weis since he been the head coach a couple years ago, his first season. And you know, if he wins out and he wins his bowl game, he should stay for another year. All right, enough. You know, ifs, ands, or buts. If he wins out and wins his bowl game, he's staying for at least one more season. If he loses another game, if he loses 2 games, he's definitely out. If he loses one more game and have 4 losses, and then loses his bowl game, then it's a toss-up. I mean, you know, we got to realize that we were 6-6 last year before the bowl game. We were 7-6. So if we're 10-4 this year, then you know that's an improvement in its own right. And you know, take it for what it's worth. If Charlie Weis stays, then it's more likely that Jimmy Clausen and Golden Tate and probably Mike Floyd will stay. But if we get a new coach, then you know you don't know whether or not Jimmy Clausen is going to stay. You don't know if Golden Tate's going to stay. You don't know if Michael Floyd's going to stay. But you know, everyone's been saying, you know, the 4 coaches that have been talked about is Jim Harbaugh, Stanford, which I don't agree with whatsoever. The number 3 one I think is Pat Fitzgerald from Northwestern. I don't know why ties though. I guess he knows the recruits in that part of the U.S. But you know, young guy, he can probably coach. Number 2 is that Peterson guy from Boise State, Chris Peterson, I think his name is. He would be an excellent coach for us. And obviously, number 1 is Brian Kelly from Cincinnati. Like I said, we fucked up on the opportunity of getting Urban Meyer a couple years ago, and I really think that we should. If Weis gets canned, then I think we should go after Brian Kelly. I've been watching some of the Cincinnati game. Sorry, I'm wearing my Duke t-shirt by Camera Crazies because they've kicked off their basketball season tonight against North Carolina Greensboro and won by 35. But basketball season's coming up also, and you know, like you, I have my Notre Dame shorts on also, so I represent both teams, especially in basketball. I'll have my Camera Crazy shirt on, and I'll have Notre Dame shorts on. You know, and just switch for football. You know, I usually have my shorts, Duke shorts on, and I have of course, my jersey on. But anywho, you know, I really think that he's going to be. You know, if he sticks around, that's cool. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. But if we do get a new coach, I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy Clausen leaves. And Golden Tate leaves, for that matter. I would like to see both of them come back. But they're not going to come back if we have a new coach. If Charlie Weis is still there, then obviously they're going to, you know, come back, hopefully, and try to win a national championship next year. Going on to the game, we're playing Pittsburgh this week. At Pittsburgh, and they're ranked, I believe, 12th in the country. Really good team. Like I said, I'm not worried about our offense against their defense. I'm just like the whole year, I am frustrated at our defense on their offense. Their offense against our defense. Manti, I'm not calling out any players, but Manti and Brian Smith and Kyle McCarthy, those 3 guys have to get the defense off their ass and actually start playing. It drives me insane. Like Big Sean Power 10 said, they're missing tackles, they're missing assignments, they're doing this, they're doing the little things that pisses you off, piss the fans off the most. But if our defense plays well, then you know we have a good chance of winning it. And you know, like I said, I watched Mark May and Lou Holtz arguing about that, and that's funny as hell. So if there's one objective for us to win, I mean, I want us to win and pull off the upset. But just shut up, Mark May. If my opinion about Mark May, go check out my Mark May FU video that I made. I think my 3rd or 4th video I made on YouTube. But that's a pretty interesting video. But anywho, I want to come on and do a couple things like this. Like I said, hopefully everyone's team will win this weekend. Like I said, hopefully Duke will pull off the upset against Georgia Tech, and then hopefully beat Miami, which I highly doubt it. But Duke's football is honestly back. I'm so proud to be a Duke fan. Also, obviously family ties. But I'm proud. I'll be watching that game tomorrow early afternoon. Obviously, the Notre Dame game's on at 8 o'clock. So it sucks for Notre Dame fans, and not on at 2:30 or 3:30 in the middle of the day. We have to wait till 8 o'clock Eastern time before we watch at 5 on the West Coast. But anywho, I'm going to do this video. I'll probably have another video to post up with this video, but it's going to be about wrestling. So if you're not a wrestling fan, don't watch it. If you are, then watch it. It might be something to talk about. Until then, if I had to do a final projection, I'll say something in the range of 35 to 28. Something, one touchdown, I think will probably prevail, 35-28. So I think that would be a pretty good game. If we score above 30 on their defense, then our defense plays mediocre, then we'll have a good chance of winning. But I'm rooting for them. I mean, I'm just like Big Sean Power 10. I mean, granted, Navy's loss hurt us, but I'm not going to give up on my team. All right, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. A couple years ago when we were 3-9, I didn't give up on them. All right, I'm never going to give up on them. I'm going to keep watching, keep rooting for them. And if we win, if we win out, great. We're 9-3. We're probably, like I said, we're either go to the Cotton Bowl against hopefully a SEC team. And like I said, my best friend that's in service right now, the Army. Over in Germany, he's a diehard Auburn fan, so I would love to see an Auburn Notre Dame matchup. I would love to see a Notre Dame Oklahoma State matchup. I would like to see an Oklahoma Notre Dame matchup, a Texas Tech and or Nebraska versus Notre Dame matchup at the Cotton Bowl. I would like to see a Notre Dame Miami. I would like to see a Notre Dame Vol Tech. Just something to that extent. I mean, if we win out, then we're either going to go to the Gator Bowl or we're going to the Cotton Bowl. So those are my two projections. Probably more likely the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville, which would be fine. So, but hopefully, I'll be rooting for Charlie. And unfortunately, if we end up losing it, then we're just going to have to go to Plan B. But I think if he does lose one game, I mean, this is the signature win that he needs, though, to get away from the Navy loss last week. If we beat Pittsburgh and we obviously beat UConn, beat a very good, solid Stanford team, then we're 9-3 and we're going to finish out strong. But until then, this is your boy KJOH. Like I said, hope everyone's team wins this weekend. I will be back on Sunday and or Monday for my review and a couple other things that I want to talk about college football wise. Until then, shout out to everybody at TTC. Shout out to my Irish Army, and I will see y'all. Either Sunday or I'll see you guys Monday. Until then, KJOH signing out. Peace.